Hey, what's happening, sports fans? We have what you've been waiting for a long time. I've got with me Da Czar, the man behind the plan, the guy that helps develop NBA 2K16. Da Czar, how you feeling today?
Coach Nick, I'm feeling fantastic, baby. I'm excited to be here, man. It's an honor for me to be here with you. And like you said, for both of our fans, it's a long time coming.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't wait to get through this. And you know, the cool thing here is that we're going to go through one of my favorite sets, which is the Chin series out of Princeton Offense. And first of all, I can't even believe that you can play a game that will run these kind of sets and have it run accurately. It's really incredible.
Thanks, Coach. You know, I've been on this crusade, man, to get more basketball into the basketball video games. My goal is that at some point for coaches to be able to use our game as a teaching tool, and we're not there yet, but I tell you, compared to a few years ago, man, there's a lot of basketball in this game.
Let's get into it. Talk about the Chin series. What do we got here?
All right, Coach, as you very well know, man, we're set up in the Chin, 2 guards up top, 2 forwards on the wings, free throw line extended, and we have our center there at the high post area. And I'm going to talk a little bit about our video game as well as the offense, if you don't mind, Coach. I'm going to hit my D-pad to the left here, and then I'm going to hit the R1 button, and I'm going to switch us from space to floor into motion cuts, and that's going to kick off our offense. For your viewers out there, if they just wanted to kind of see what the base sets of the offense are, you come in here and you put it in space to floor, and that way the players don't move. So we're free to move around, and nobody's going to do any cuts or any actions if you just want to get used to those base sets.
Oh, that's really cool.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the D-pad to the left. I'm going to hit the R1 button. I'm going to use my right stick down, and now I'm going to put us into the motion cuts. So we go here, here. He cuts. Pass to the high post.
Oh, there it is. Hit him.
Cut.
Nice.
And then we got the dribble handoff there with the big guy rolling.
All right, did you let me do that?
Yeah, I took control of the
So remember, in the Chin series, what gets this open is that once the guard goes to the other side, usually the defender will fall asleep in real life. And that's what they're trying to go for here in the game here in the Chin. And you can see Kobe steps up and boom, a nice simple pass for the layup for Stauskas.
Yeah, that's it. That's the goal, especially if you're playing a human opponent, Coach. A lot of guys like to play the off ball instead of playing on ball. So when you make this pass to the wing here, you're looking to see if this guy guarding Clarkston or the guy guarding Kobe is going to fall asleep, if they're not going to be awake. And then you're looking right here is your opportunity to make this pass. And you made a beautiful pass. We caught him on the back door. It was wide open.
And what's nice is you actually have a second to really recognize it and get it there and get that shot off, generally if it's a good screen.
Yeah, as he's coming off that screen, Coach, that's what you want to look. Right here is what you're looking for. Are they going to switch? You know, is he going to make it over? And then if they do have this covered, that's when you look for your next option.
Right.
You know, they shouldn't be able to guard everything. You know, if they hedge this, like if Kobe had hedged that back screen, then you can clearly see that post guy is going to be open trying to come over here to the opposite high post.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if we can get that.
Sounds good. So we're going to walk the ball up here, and we're going to initiate with a guard-to-guard pass or guard-to-forward pass. Then we're on the wing. Oh, he was open.
I know. It's hard. I knew it was coming, and I still couldn't quite defend it.
Well, I tell you, Coach, when we first put that in, it was open all day. And so our defensive engineer and our defensive producer worked really hard to make sure that cut wasn't easy money, because it was open all day long when we first put it in. So we'll start here, pass to pass. There, they guard it. And here's that opposite pass that I was talking about.
Oh, right? Very nice. So that's nice because if they pick up the initial cutter on the back door, you have the strong side guard back coming off of that high post.
Yes. And that's that little window right there, Coach, that you're looking for. I think that applies to both video games and real life. You want to look at this situation here when he's coming off of this back screen, and as a passer, you've got to be able to read this. You want to read this defender. Is he going to switch on this guy? Are they going to fight through? Is this defender here going to fight over the top? Does he get hit on that screen? that's what you're looking at, because you kind of have to anticipate on this pass. You can't wait all day to make this pass, can you, Coach?
No. Now here's the thing that we do. If I was defending this, in real life, the big issue I would have is the pressure on the ball. You can't let Randall just sit there with the ball ready to, make a pass whenever he wants. You got to turn him, get him handling it a little bit, and a little concerned for what the on-ball defense is. It's usually one of the best ways to try and stop this action.
Absolutely, Coach. And I think that, strangely enough, the fact that he can't shoot opens up the backdoor play for him here, don't you think?
Yeah, it's funny because when we try and coach that, you want to fire it right by the guy's ear. The only problem is if he is not, you almost want him closer to you, right, in some way, because you can get it by him. What do you think? Does that work the same way in 2K when you have a guy? Is it harder to pass it by him if he's giving you 4 feet?
It is. It's going to be a more difficult pass, especially against a human, Coach, because that gives him even more time for a button press reaction, right? He can see your pass animation begin to start, and he can press that button. All right, so now if we don't make this guard-to-guard pass here from Russell to Kobe, what happens is we get an option to hit, who's that at the high post? I want to call him Bynum because he's 17.
Right, it's a Hibbert.
You got the option to hit Hibbert with the pass, all right? And that'll initiate a floppy action. We can look at that in a minute, Coach. But if we don't make that pass, then that signals the opposite guard just to go ahead and cut through, and then we're into the action again. What we use this for is to reset the offense. So if nothing happens, then we just dribble over and it's a reset. If you wanted to, you could do a manual dribble pitch there as well. But the option to keep, if you wanted to keep this action running, what you do is you make the pass after he goes through. So as he goes through here, then make the pass to the wing, and now you're in. There's Russell back off, right? Then we have the pass to the high post. We got the back screen and a pin down on the opposite side.
Oh, wow.
And again, if we don't make the guard-to-guard pass, we wait here for a count of 1. We got our guard going back door. We make the pass to the wing, and we probably could have zipped that in there, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Kobe, though.
So we're playing sim, Coach. We got Russell off the back screen.
So he cuts through, an interesting, route, but he gets through in the corner. And then there's the pin down from Randall.
Yes, and we got the back screen on the strong side.
Yeah.
Kobe, pin down for Randall. And then if he's not open here, I'd immediately go into a pick and roll with Russell and Bynum. Not Bynum. I keep calling this guy Bynum.
He doesn't deserve to be called Bynum. Bynum will be upset.
Wearing 17, and it's Bynum in my mind, Coach.
Yeah, you can call him. That's all right. Until he earns Hibbert, we can call him Bynum. What other progressions can we show off of this?
Well, let's look at the high post entry pass.
Oh.
So if you wait here for a second and your play art is on, you'll hit the high post.
Oh, geez.
Guards will drop down. We'll get one screen here.
Love it. Let's see what happens here. High post entry. Both guards cut through at the same time, and the wings are going to set pin downs, right?
Yes. Took Clarkson a little while to get it, but there we have the first pin down, and then you can see the opposite one on the opposite side.
Right.
And then, of course, you want to know your personnel. If Clarkson's not open, you probably want to run something else. Or if you do come over to Russell, you want to get into a pick and roll rather than just have him shoot.
Right. So if Steph Curry is going to run that and you hit the high post, he's going to be coming around for that 3. Probably a really viable play.
Absolutely, Coach. And, this is also an option, especially against users. As you hit that high post, look for these guys on the backdoor cut. This would be a double circle tap for a fancy pass to Clarkson. You see that was open, but we're just looking at the options here. We want to get a good look at the action. From the side he comes down, he comes off the double. So one will come off a double screen, and the other one will come off of a single.
Did you just throw a floppy in there? You went from Princeton high post chin to floppy seamlessly.
Why, thank you, Coach.
Wow. That's I don't even know if real teams can do that. So there's no crime against running this all the way through if you get up quick enough off the floor, right? You can swing the ball, get the same action on the other side, and that might open up that backdoor cut for you.
Absolutely, Coach. A few ball reversals never hurt anybody. A little side, top side action to open up the backdoor cut. I thought we got some great action here, Coach. We got the guard-to-guard pass, and then we went to the wing. And you can see the defense concentrate. They double down there on Randall. So here on the cut for Randall, he draws two defenders here, and that opens up the skip pass, Coach. And I know you love the skip pass.
Absolutely. And that's a nice catch and shoot. I wish Kobe would do that in real life. He's been catching and holding it for a second before he shoots it. It's no rhythm.
Your teammate, your AI teammates are going to try to help you out here. We had this action here where we went to the wing. Here's the backdoor cut, right? Defense gets confused. They try to come help. And now we get another backdoor cut by your other AI teammates. So they're trying to be awake out there for you. They're trying to be accessible. So don't be surprised if somebody cuts to the basket, even though it's not a part of the play. If they see the opportunity, they're going to go there. And
it seems like the key here is you got to really keep your eye on the weak side a lot of the time, which might be difficult for some people. But if you train yourself to really keep your eye there, you're going to see a whole lot of great action.
Absolutely, Coach. And now from here, we're going to go corner.
Okay.
Cut through, pass top, and then we're into our pick and roll.
So I like this. This is a lot like what they do in normal Princeton, which is once you get the guard-to-guard pass, you can see Russell go through on the weak side on the high post. There it is. And then he loosens up to the corner after a second. I guess he's waiting for the pass. He doesn't get it. He goes to the corner, right?
Right.
There, Kobe cuts to the basket. There's a flare screen. Oh, there's a back screen there. Okay.
Back screen. And we could send Hibbert to the ball.
You can just call for the screen, right?
Back across. And now we're into pick and roll here with these two.
Wow. What you might end up getting is a switch here, right? If that's a good back screen, they might not give up the layup, but you're going to get a switch, right?
Yes.
So here's a switch. Hibbert got hit in the face. But I like that. He just goes right down and gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Coach, that's what you teach guys. If you want to get open, set great screens, right? Because the screener is the guy that's going to get open if he can set a fantastic screen there.
Absolutely. We try and tell that, and we always show like Steph Curry is a willing screener, and that makes him so much more dangerous because remember, when he sets that screen, everybody looks at the cutter. Forget about him. So he goes through.
You missed the window for that pass, Coach. Can you see the X above his head? Oh, there you go. Stay in it, Coach.
I got it. We're good.
You're in it. Here comes the screen. Yes, Coach.
Yeah. All right. I can do something. So remember, the corner option's got some nice stuff here if you let it progress all the way through. After that backdoor goes, he gets the corner. Cutter through. Might be a layup there if you get it. I like this. Here's another backdoor cut there. Now that's where the big man would be open too, to either screen for you or pass it to him.
We let the guard go through. We made the pass immediately. And so now Clarkston's going to try to run his man off of this back screen here. And we're still in the chin action now. I'll hit the high post, and then we get the back screen on one side and the down screen on the other.
Beautiful. Can you get a lob out of that?
I was trying.
Watch this. This is it.
There it is, Coach. It won't get no better, yes.
So if you can control your players and you get a high flyer, get him in the guard spot and swing it because you know he's going to be the guy getting that backdoor cut to begin with, right?
Absolutely, Coach. You know, use your personnel and the offense to your advantage here.
Look at that. Who says the Princeton offense isn't modern? So there you have it, sports fans. That is Chin Series, and we probably barely scratched the surface of what you can get out of this, right?
Absolutely, Coach. I got little Easter eggs hidden all in there. And hey, Coach, if I'm being honest, I stole some stuff from you, Coach. I saw your chin breakdown, and I had to add some of that to it.
Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome because I can't tell you how close to real life this really is. And every time I play this game, it just keeps blowing me away. So if you really want to generate good offense, and as we've seen this iteration of 2K16, the defense is pretty serious out there. You got to run sets to try and get good shots, right, Czar?
Absolutely, Coach. And I got to tell you, every single year we're trying to make it to where real basketball counts, whether you're playing online, whether you're playing offline. These sets will work for you if you learn them. Keep watching Coach Nick and keep stepping your game up.
Absolutely. And you'll have to come back on and do another one for us in the near future. And thanks for coming on the show. Really happy to have you. And don't forget, sports fans, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in? You in, Czar?
I'm always in, Coach.